First of all, before we touch on the smelters, just look at the overall, what is your outlook for the mineral sector?
To put this into context for Indonesia, Indonesia last year produced roughly around 80 to 90,000 tons of pure nickel via NPI, nickel pig iron. Relative to global supply share, Indonesia has only been supplying 25% of the global NPI production, with the remaining balance of 75% coming from China. In terms of the potential, I think we have a big potential. Because why? China does not have the raw material to produce NPI. And that's the reason we are seeing a lot of Chinese investors flocking into the country, trying to grab a slice of that supply portion. Into the next 3 to 4 years, I think if regulations are done right, investment climate is conducive, I think we have a really good chance for Indonesia to grab around 40 to 50% market share of global NPI production.
We see some positive side from the government. We see the government's efforts to started to streamline the business process. We've seen the robust action from the government in combating the illegal practices of mining, and we see now the progress of the we call it the CNC IUP. Now it's moving forward, and with this effort, we expect that in the future more and more proper mining players will be in the field. Of course, it has to be supported by consistency and also the regulation, because investing in smelter is 25-30 years.
In terms of the government's own thinking behind this industry, how fast do you want it to move? And more importantly, a lot of people throughout the day have spoken about legal certainty and providing that comfort level for investors, especially if you're talking about a long-term investment. What's the thinking within the government on this?
This last 5 years is the end of opportunity to the company who will build the smelter, because we have already seen 2009 we provide the opportunity to the company to make a smelter, to build the smelter. We understand that it's very expensive investment in smelter. It's difficult to invest in smelter, so that's why the government always evaluate, and if the government see that still not achieved with the government need, I think the government should give opportunity to prolong the time to build the smelter. How to boost the investment in smelter? I have two strategic then. First is, yes, make certainty with the fiscal term, and the other one is to make easy doing business. Right now we have simplify the permit, and then also we reduce the term and condition for building smelter. This is, I think, is important thing that when the investor come and then want to invest and then easy to get the permit, I think is can boost the investment in smelter.
Not just the ease of doing business is needed here, but also the financial stability that has to be emphasized. So therefore, there should also be a consistent government policy with respect to this. But I'm glad this is the first time I hear directly from Bambang that he foresee no change in the government policy, so that give a medium or long-term legal basis for those who want to invest in smelter.
Where do you think smelters should be built? Should it be built close to where the market is, or should it be close to where the source is?
As a success story, you know that in Morowali, in the last 5 years, they already spent over there $4 billion from the target of 6 billion. You can see that we can produce in the Morowali, it's about 2 million nickel pig iron, and now it's going to produce stainless steel, 1 million. Morowali, it's a remote area. We see that it will be like Cilegon steel city, So Morowali will be the nickel, new industry, over there, and not only Morowali, but that Konawe and surrounding over there. So I think we should smelter close to the resource.